Hi, I'm Anne Edwards, and thanks for joining us on GE13. Now, one of the many tough issues faced by opposition PAS in the run-up to GE13 is the controversy over the use of the word Allah by non-Muslims in Malaysia. And the question is, can PAS walk the tightrope between their political ideals and being pragmatic should they run the country right here in Malaysia? Now with me is Kuala Selangor MP and PAS Central Committee member Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad to answer this. Your answer, YB.
Thanks for having me here. Right, PAS on a tightrope, yes, and because Malaysia essentially a mixed demography, always presents any issue for that matter, particularly religious and racial, would cut both ways. Right. It's more or less, if I can use the term, it's a double-edged thing. So it is certainly very trying, very challenging for a party like ours, Islamist, yet Democrat, yet a bona fide political party. So yes,
I feel for you. But how comfortable is PAS with the majority Malay votes following this issue?
Well, to us, we are firstly very particular over what is the Islamist stand. Even prior to talking about votes, we want to ensure what is the Islamic position first. That was the issue that we wanted to handle and address. And we are very certain, and it's just not about our ulama, our scholars, but as we relate to other contemporary Islamist thinkers and scholars all over the world, we found a position that yes, the name of Allah, as enshrined in the Quran, mentioned in the Quran on numerous occasions, numerous chapters, it is not made illegal or prohibited by the people of other faiths, particularly people of the book.
Right.
However, the issue is not about that actually. It is about what we, right from the word go in the debate, in the issue, we talk about how do you then, when you allow usage of the kalima of Allah, will ensure that it is not misused or abused. So we came from that position, and we stand by our principle. We don't have to be pragmatic about it, because what is important is we contextualize it.
Okay.
We contextualize it to the unique mixed demography of Malaysia.
Coming back to the PAS Hudud issue, tell us the real stand, by Pakatan Rakyat. There have been claims by DAP as well that PAS Hudud is now out of your party agenda.
I think you got to be very careful with that. We have Pakatan is a coalition politic of three parties. No policy will see the light of the day in the common policy framework of Pakatan until and unless it gets endorsed by all three.
So has it been endorsed?
It is not. So hence the reason why, insofar as the Sharia, in the light of the punitive aspect of Sharia, the hudud, the qisas and the ta'zir, it remains a past thing. It remains in a past policy advocacy.
But it will always be the concern of non-Muslims in this country, if this is fair, or can be implemented, fully.
Fair. I mean, if you look into federal constitution, it's already provided for. The state list, it's already provided for. I mean, but insofar as making it an agenda of Pakatan Rakyat, it is for the time being, especially in this GE13, it is not part and parcel of a common policy framework or in the manifesto of Pakatan. However, it remains our abiding mission to one day, far in the future, we're not quite sure of how many years down the road, when there are more enlightened minds, to allow us not through backdoor implementation, but through the ballot box. Allow us to present this as a policy advocacy. We will do it, but not as of now. As of now, the issue, the common issue, the common manifesto we uphold and we propose to the rakyat is on Pakatan Harapan Raya, the people's spec and the people's hope. That is the agenda we have, solidly, crafted in our manifesto.
Okay. Having said that, we need to take a short break. We'll come back with YB Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad right here on GE13 The Showdown. Stay with us. Well, thanks for staying with us right here on GE13. We've been talking to MP from Kuala Selangor, Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad, also past Central Committee member. Yeah, Doctor, before the break we were talking about past hudud and what's the agenda here. If hudud is not the party's agenda, then what is your agenda?
Our agenda is to put in place a sound, government and governance that is based on, that is based essentially on all the best practice of a good governance, on transparency, stepping out corruption, leakages,
But you're always seen as being dogmatic, with your continued stand against concerts, against unisex hair salons. And why is PAS always sticking to this brand of politics?
I think that is overblowing what would actually the fringes of us. You got to see past. We have come a long way, from what was essentially an Islamist party in the northern state of Kedah, Perlis and Terengganu.
But do you think you'll do better if you are in Barisan National, like in the past?
Not at all.
It happened in the past. This is history.
We are now forging a two-party system. And the way PAS has transformed itself into one that could relate to the real plural society of Malaysia. I think that is a big achievement. We have come to address the agenda of governance, in an Islamist way, and the idea of Islam being essentially reducing it to, what I call legal reductionism of all those punitive law that you said earlier. We now come to address Islam from essentially, the position of it as a system that provides mercy and justice to all. Hence the PAS for all, and Islam for all. So Islam must actually be portrayed and addresses the issue of all this bad governance, of corruption, leakages that are very pertinent, that are very Islamic issue.
Okay. Then having said that, my next question, moving on, will PAS field any non-Muslim candidates? For example, Hindrap Chief Piyuthai Kumar, he has stated his interest to contest at the Kota Raja parliamentary constituency.
It's not of PAS to determine this, but however, in the true spirit of what I call in this election a grand coalition of the rakyat, not just Pakatan, the entire rakyat, the NGOs, the NGIs, the non-governmental individuals, all of them together to stand up, to be counted, because this is an agenda. This is the election, the 13th general election that's going to end the longest-serving government on earth.
Before we wrap up, what's PAS's chance in GE13?
I think it's very fair. We are contesting there about slightly less than 70 seats at parliamentary level, and we hope to at least achieve 35, a good 35 to 40 seats, and that will make us very commendable.
Where will you be contesting?
I'm not sure myself, but for as long as the leadership wants me to remain where I am now, I'm quite comfortable. As for PAS, we don't really, we always put it back to the leadership. I think they have not so far have any intention to bring me elsewhere. So I'll remain where I am, and I have found satisfaction in serving that mixed rural, suburban constituency.
Suburban.
Yeah. So and serving colorblind,
Thank you so much,
Indian,
Doctor.
Chinese, and Malays.
Sure.
And,
Thank you so
that's
much.
the way to move forward.
And thanks for coming to our studio,
Thanks for
meeting
having me
this
here.
challenge. Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Zulkifli Ahmad, who is MP for Kuala Selangor, and he has been talking about some of the stand and also issues that's faced by PAS. I'm Anne Edwards. Thank you so much for your kind attention. We'll see you once again. Bye-bye.